Back to Steiny and Guru on 95.7 The Game.
You know what we're talking about. All right, here's the other thing for those saying, well, Jordan Poole this, Jordan Poole that. I'll tell you what. Here's what I can guarantee you.
Give it to me.
The team thinks it was a cheap shot. The players know it was a cheap shot. And that's another thing, Draymond. Like, that's the thing that I think is going to be really hard to measure. Not, can Draymond and Poole, although that's huge. But what about the guys on the team that just say, not Kuminga, I'm talking more the veterans.
Yeah.
It just ain't. JaMychal Green's been a pro in this league for 11 years. And how can you be a veteran and respect Draymond after you see him do that?
I'm speechless. Doesn't happen much.
To my teammate, too. He's my teammate.
And the smear campaign, was I too strong? Because that was going around the other night. That Poole was acting, I'm doing this. Even if he was, Steiny, that doesn't justify you slapping the you-know-what out of me. Not slapping punch. There was something in Spider-Man Venom that was built up, and I just will never know. But I'm looking at you today, and I'm going to go home and go to bed tonight, look at the wife, we got to make up first, and ask, why isn't Draymond Green suspended? I would have given him 20 games.
Well, he may be.
But like Willard said, is it going to look less authentic now that, you did, like Ray Rice, not that this was that, but Steiny video is incredible. A picture's worth 1,000 words, man.
No, I hear you, but I do think the Warriors could still, in theory, say that when they talked yesterday, they said, what are we going to do? We're going to handle it in-house. Punishment will be in-house. Okay, that's before the video comes out. What did we also hear? He's done till Saturday at least. So they said hit the pike till Saturday. Okay. The Warriors technically could come out today or tomorrow and say, we're suspending him 15 games. And then we'll all say, well, wait a minute. Why did that happen? Did that happen because of the video? And Bob can just say, no, it didn't. We said we were handling it in-house the day after. Right. At that point, we hadn't decided on a penalty or a punishment. So that's why we didn't say anything at the time.
Boy, Steiny, that's the way I would go. Because right now, he's gotten away, I don't want to say scot-free, but it's like, when will this dude be held accountable? And then, real quick, before you get to the call, he just mocked Kerr and Myers months ago with KD on the podcast when they tried to suspend him the last time he got into it in front of everybody with Kevin Durant. So there was no remorse there. But this one, I'm waiting for the person, the guy or gal, that can defend Dre on this. And I don't care what Poole said. That's your teammate.
I'm with you. Don's in the city. Start us off, Don. Get us going, baby. Get him off.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
The best laid plans of mice and men.
Look at you.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to Derek. Start us off in San Francisco, D. Now, where did he go? I'm going to knock somebody out.
It's a glitch.
You know what? Maybe you can't say I'm going to knock somebody out.
Randy's down to 1B after that.
But listen, real quick, you and I have gotten to verbal altercations. I've seen people here verbal. And but even then you're trembling a little. You're like, did I do too much? Imagine hitting another coworker like that. And if we were at any other job, he would be out. So, because I get it, man.
All right. Let's go to JR in San Jose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There he is. All right, man. Get us started.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I just had a couple things to say. First of all, with this Jordan Poole thing, it's going to take a while because if you look at it from a whole, Jordan Poole and Draymond, they might be okay in a week or two, but then when the season starts and games start going on, people start barking, they're going to bring it up in Jordan Poole's face. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Wow. And I think he's going to, it depends on how mature he is to react to it. And I think that could definitely go into the way things go over with him and Draymond, like, as the season goes on. And second of all, everyone's calling in about Draymond should be fired or released or whatever are the same people who are saying the same thing about Kyle Shanahan a week ago, but still went and put on their Niner jersey and cheered when the Niners won. And I think when, if this is
I don't know. Hey, JR, thanks for the call. I know what you're saying. JR's saying, even if you're right now saying that's unbelievable, let's get rid of Draymond Green. He's saying opening night, you'll be with your shirt if he's on the team.
Okay, and that's fine.
Shirt.
But
see, I'm not so sure.
And I think that's the part that's getting undersold here is just I've been listening to Bonte Shasky, Willard Dibbs, the station, Steiny. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing the people talk. He already was a bully, but he was our bully. And sometimes he would overdo it. Okay, by disrespecting the coaches or whatnot, even teammates with the volume and the menace behind the message. But this has to be the straw that broke the camel back. And I asked you about, could you be Jimmy Garoppolo? And I kept it 100 with you. That's what the kids say. I kept it 100 with you, Steiny. I said I couldn't have did what Jimmy did. Could you be Jordan Poole and come back and play with Draymond?
It would be hard.
I know I couldn't.
Well,
it would be over.
And that to me is the subtle difference between the people saying, hey, there's fights at practice, that wasn't a fight. Like, Jordan Poole.
That was assault.
Jordan Poole never got to take his shot.
Because I'm going to have to defend myself.
Exactly, because the other guy cheap shotted him. That's the problem. It's not just he cheap shotted him. Like, if they would have gotten into a fight, if they would have gotten into a fight and Draymond knocked him out, while they were kind of squared up and Poole was clearly ready, then I would say that's a fight at practice. They can get over it.
Yeah,
but it was a cheap shot at practice, and the whole team knows it. The whole team knows their guy sucker punched a teammate. And that's
Lev on YouTube calling us soft. We're not the only two saying this. And I wouldn't care if we were.
I'm soft because Draymond sucker punched him? Draymond's the soft one.
And that's the worst thing you could do in the
shot. Mr. Tough Guy Draymond Green picking on scrawny Jordan Poole and cheap shotting him.
And allegedly, you had
nice job,
nothing
Draymond.
for old boy Tristan
Thompson.
Nice job. I'm just allegedly.
Yeah, we're soft.
You can look.
How about this one? Pick on somebody your own size.
And there you go.
It was a cheap shot. I've heard many people. He did not expect it. He did not expect it.
Poole could have been knocked out. We didn't see that. They had to go get him.
What if Poole's like jaws broken? He's out 3 months.
Man,
Squeeze is in the Richmond. What's up, Squeeze? How you doing, man?
What's going on? I'm good, man. How y'all doing today, man?
Tell us.
You tell us.
Look, so I understand Draymond Green did punch Jordan Poole in the face. However, in sports, you will have heated moments, especially in practice sports. You're going to have a competitive, heated moment. However, Jordan Poole, he pushed Draymond. He put his hands on him first.
What should Jordan Poole have done when Draymond Green chests him and Draymond Green puts his face up right next to Jordan Poole's face? That's obvious to everybody. He's trying to antagonize Jordan Poole. So what do you do if you're Jordan Poole?
Have you noticed that nobody else reacted, even when Draymond was acting like that and he was checking?
That's right.
We don't know the audio. We don't know exactly what he was talking to him about.
Squeeze.
We don't know the play. We don't know what was said. We don't know the audio.
But Squeeze, hold on. Because Steph Curry, while we don't know exactly what was said, you know what Steph Curry said? Everything was normal until it wasn't. So that tells me that, yes, they do jaw back and forth a lot. Like just players in general. But now Draymond walks up on him. Now what do you do if you're Jordan Poole?
Puts his hand on him, leaning on him.
Like, do you just walk away? Well, then everybody's going to question your manhood. And thanks a lot, Squeeze.
And if Draymond, who is the Jedi of trash talk, so now Luke Skywalker of trash talking is Jordan Poole, and he got you so riled up, you got to come over there. And he did put his head on him and leaned on him. But that
of course
shot,
he did.
I'm sorry. I will never forget that, man. I just won't, man. And I wonder now at ring night, if nothing is done, does he get booed?
Maybe he won't even be at ring night. And
this is not nothing. This is humongous.
Yeah. I agree. I'd be so mad. Like, if I were Jordan Poole.
Oh, my goodness.
Listen, you know what I would be? If I were Jordan Poole, I would be like, Draymond, you are gutless. You're gutless. You wouldn't let me square up? Like, come on, man.
See,
and you know what? People are like, oh, he should have been. This isn't the street.
Yeah, or the club.
This isn't a back alley. It's a practice.
I take a L at a club.
It's a practice.
So he shouldn't be even. That's the last thing on his mind.
Thank you.
Is Steiny is about to fire
my
on
teammate.
That's what hurts me. I know you
agree.
Guru.
I'm with you.
It hurts me.
I'm with you.
That man was in a zone of I'm with my brothers. The last thing I need to do is square up, and that's why he pushed him. And he pushed him to get off me. I don't want to get down. I'm not feeling this.
Right.
And you went,
right.
Boy.
Right.
I called it Evander.
And that's the other thing. If you want to read body language, Jordan Poole didn't push him and say, come on, baby.
Oh, man.
He pushed him to say, get out of here, man.
Oh, man.
Rich in Livermore. Hey, Rich, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, fellas? Man, Goo, I'm with you. Hey, you don't touch nobody. I don't care. First reaction, you get in someone's face, you're going to push them off. Here's how it goes, man. Draymond been getting away with murder forever. It's about time this comes to an end. He just ruined chemistry. I don't care what you say, what you apologize. How you going to come back from damn near putting that man to sleep? You don't do it. And I think as far as the organization goes, they were going to let it go under the table probably and do whatever they say in-house. But now that video came out, come on, man. I think what's going to have to happen is they're going to have to tell Draymond, hey, listen, buddy, you're going to have to say you're going to go to counseling, some kind of stuff like that, but you're going to take some time off. We can't just say we're going to suspend you because it's going to look bad like they're bowing down to the audience what happened. But, hey, Draymond, you got to go speak and say you need some help because, buddy, you're gone for at least a month until you can get your anger under control.
That's the way, Rich, I think that's the best way it could go, to me.
All right.
For the Warriors and for Draymond. Draymond's got to admit he has a problem. He's got to be contrite. He's got to say, you know what? I've had an anger issue all my life and I haven't dealt with it. I'm going to try to deal with it. I get it. Look, I get it. That sounds corny. I get it.
I've never heard you use that word.
That's total corn. I mean, I'll acknowledge it.
No, but it's real.
It is real. It is real. And the other thing I was thinking is, the Warriors just say, look, you either get help right now, voluntarily, or we will suspend you for half the season, and you're going to lose $13 million. I
got a question for you.
They could do something like that.
They totally could, and I think that's the only way out. I think that's a movie. Listen, I feel like who cares? I'm the guy that dubbed Draymond Junkyard Dog. So I know what he is. I appreciate him, Steiny. But when you start showing up teammates and the team and you got the pass in 16 because you couldn't control your emotions, I'll leave that there. My thing is to you, Willard and Dibbs, because I heard them touch on it. Okay, this video's out. How come the NBA and I'm not a guy driving to work wanting Draymond suspended, but I got questions. How can the Warriors not be worried that the NBA is not going to do anything to Draymond Green? When the NFL players can't walk in the mall and something is off, they can get there's price to pay. So I'm asking you right now, if you know, how do we know now that this video's out there that Dre needs to worry about the NBA?
Yeah, he does. He absolutely does. He absolutely does. The one thing that we haven't talked a lot about, I'm kind of glad because I do think it's a totally secondary issue, is where'd the tape come from? See, here's what I think. If they want to know where the tape came from,
I'm going to tell you where it came from.
It will be so easy.
Okay.
It'll make your head spin.
Okay.
They can literally pinpoint the seat or the area where somebody was in that facility, where it got taped. People are talking about an employee, perhaps, but don't forget they have guests in there a lot. Players will have some family they sit up there, or some agents, or so. I have no idea who leaked the tape, but I do know. I don't think it's going to be hard to figure it out at all.
My follow up to that is God don't like ugly. I don't care where the tape came from. Whoever would gas $7 a gallon, go get yours. Okay, go get yours. But why do we care where it came from? And this is why I care. Do players have access to that video and saw what went down with the show and felt like Dre was getting a pass? I'm just throwing that out there because it could have been people on the team or
you know what?
I looked at Ron Adams and his body language and the look of disgust of what he was looking down with Jordan Poole going to the ground like. Where am I? Am I at practice? My point being, it might not have been an employee. It could have been a player. It could have been a coach who thought you got a pass. My point is, it don't supersede what Dre did.
No.
Hitting your own teammate.
No.
But gas being $7 a gallon, go get whoever sold that shit. They got something.
I mean, it's
go get that money.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's the kind of thing I'm just putting myself in. Like, I noticed Steph Curry. Steph didn't really know what was going on. He had his back to it.
Do you think this video is the first time he saw it? Well, he may not have saw it yesterday.
No, I think he probably.
Oh, you think
I would. Wouldn't you? If you had your back turned and it was really fast and you turned and everybody was trying to break it up, I would absolutely be like, let me see it.
Okay, got you. Right.
Like, let me see it after practice.
So he saw it before this morning, you said.
Yeah, I think he saw it before yesterday's press conference.
That explains why Poole was the man of the hour, and they were just, oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Is this really news? Oh, please.
What happened?
TMZ Sports is reporting SFPD will not investigate. That's right, because they have it right in front of them. No investigation needed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. Let's go to Daryl in Oakland.
Daryl.
What's going on, Daryl? How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing? I'm Steiny and Guru.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm with y'all, man. I'm from the old school streets. It'll be on site every time we see him. Like you said, Guru, win or lose.
Man.
It's on site. Yeah, he gave him the Superman punch, UFC.
Man. Steiny.
Thanks for the call. And
Jordan's going to have to live with this. I know. It ain't humiliation. It's embarrassment. What do you want to call it? For the world to see your teammate.
Well, okay.
Give you the one piece.
Well,
the one hitter quitter.
My answer to that would be, in the real world, if that happened, Jordan Poole could get over it. I don't know about with Draymond. I don't know about with Draymond.
Yeah, but you wouldn't see me.
In the NBA community and the community that Poole and Draymond run in,
man.
Poole's going to get – they're both going to get hammered
the team's going to be talking stuff.
No doubt. And so Poole's drawn into it because, he was excited over it.
I got to be careful here. Because all these pro athletes are getting paid. They got the quote-unquote life. I can honestly look at you, Steiny, and say, the Guru, that means nothing. I feel bad for Jordan Poole.
Oh, I do too.
I really do, Steiny. He didn't get a fair shake, man.
Like, that's what happened to Jordan Poole is worse than getting beat up. I'd much rather get beat up.
Oh, no doubt. Because I knew.
I would much rather get beat up by Draymond Green. Then he can tell me, dude, everybody's tired of running your mouth. You running your mouth.
Man.
Okay, I get it. You know what? But Draymond, you know what? You're a jerk too, blah, blah, blah.
I didn't even know we was going to fight.
Point,
okay.
Draymond can say, I probably shouldn't have we shouldn't have fought.
Man.
But Poole has...
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Like, Poole, you know me. I don't like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But Poole's got every right to think Draymond Green is a B from now until kingdom come.
And you know what I'd do is I'd call my agent and be like, the only way I can escape this is I got to get out of town.
You're bigger than me. You're stronger than me.
Man.
You could probably take me if I was ready to fight you anyway.
And you're my OG.
But you had a cheap shot.
And you're my OG, as Steven Jackson said.
That's weak.
You're my vet. That was his vet that knocked him.
Jeff's in Arkansas. What's going on, Jeff? How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man? I just called to say I hope them brothers get past that. But when I saw the video, I was like, that's hatred there. Why would you jump into it? Why? No way. You get in the scrimmages. Everybody done play basketball. They love basketball. And it get physical. You know how you can go at your boy. Y'all get to pushing and shove. That's different from what he did.
I agree.
No doubt,
what
man.
he did was malicious.
Right.
And
Steiny.
I'm like, Dre, I can't believe Dre did that. I'm so disappointed in him, bro.
Yeah.
And he's such a great player, man. Yeah. People don't really give him credit and all the joking about him and all that. But if you really know the game, this boy here is something unique, man. I know he can't shoot that well, but the passing on the offensive end and the selflessness.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. No, appreciate it. That's the one thing I was thinking about coming in today. I was like, you know what? If we do a 3-hour show,
okay,
and we're not allowed to mention Draymond's fire and heart and his toughness, everybody would want him on the first train out of here.
Oh, okay, got you. That's
because
how
they'd be like, because if we didn't know who he was, and we saw that, we'd be like, that guy's got to go. And here's the other thing why I think it's a cheap shot, because I do think the venue matters. They're in the gym. They're a practice facility.
Right.
So here's the way. Again, I'm not saying I know about fights, but every fight I've seen, what would happen is Poole pushes off Draymond. Draymond comes back, and that's when they say, "You really want to do this? You want to do this?" You do not come back with.
Yeah.
It's like Poole put a 2 down, and Draymond came back with a king of hearts or something when all he needed was to come back with a 4 and then a 7, and then if you really want to do this, we'll get to a 10.
Yeah, you do. Where was that energy on Tristan Thompson? I can't let go of alleged stories like that are in print. A dude bigger than you or as big. Do that to him, but you want to do that to your youngster? Come on, man. Steiny, he could have been knocked out, man.
Yeah, I know.
He might have been. It looked bad.
It did look bad. You know what's funny is I was talking to my daughter in London today, and we were talking for 5 or 10 minutes, and I said, "Did you see Draymond Green?" Because she's a Warrior fan. She goes, "No, what happened?" I'm like, he punched Jordan Poole at practice, and she's like, "Really?" So she's now looking at her.
The world's looking.
Right, so she's looking at her computer. So I'm watching her watch the video, and she's just like, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
He struck him. I got to get Dre credit on that. Nobody was looking for that. Was a hell. Is that how they do it in Saginaw? That's where, man. But you didn't do it on Tristan. Yeah.
Cheap shot. Reggie's in the Bay. What's up, Reggie?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Man. Oh, yeah, that was violent. That was ugly. I just got one point. How long of a leash does Draymond have right now? Because he's costed us a ring. I guess you could say that. And the Kevin Durant situation, and now this. I mean, I don't know if this equates to what happened with Steve Kerr and Michael Jordan back in the day, because they're not even the same player from your point yesterday, Steiny. So, I mean, I'll take my answer off the air.
I appreciate that, man. I didn't really mean it was okay because Jordan was a superstar. What I meant is we have no idea what happened, so, how can you compare them at all? The Steve Kerr Jordan thing. But the bottom line is this. We never saw that punch, but we almost commend Michael Jordan for that. Oh, he's so tight. He couldn't. He hates losing so bad. He can justify punching somebody in the face. Well, now that you actually see what that looks like, maybe we realize that, what Michael Jordan did. I mean, I have no idea, but that's what I'm saying. How do we know what happened to even compare it?